Hey everyone, it's David, and on this episode of Dadvice, I'm here to talk to you about partner feeding. So if you're like me, a new dad or a new partner, and you feel like most of the time you're just sitting there watching and you feel pretty useless when it comes to breastfeeding, you're not alone. But the good news is you're going to integrate bottle feeding soon. Now, the reason why you want to hold off is you want baby to get used to breastfeeding with mom. Plus, it's good for bonding. So once your baby is an expert, they can do it in their sleep, and mom is just tired and needs a break, it's time to introduce bottle feeding. So when introducing bottle feeding, it can be a little tricky because the bottle works different than breastfeeding. It's a lot faster, it's a lot easier to get. Now, in the beginning stages, if your baby's just getting used to breastfeeding and then you introduce a bottle, they could, prefer the bottle because it's easier and end up avoiding breastfeeding altogether. So that's kind of why you wait a little bit. But once you're there, it can definitely give mom a break. And it's good for dad, our partner in that bonding experience as well. So with Axel, we actually had a little bit of trouble because a couple factors. We tried maybe for a week to get him on the bottle. And when I say a week, it's like, we try in the morning one feeding, he doesn't take it, so we go to breast before he has a meltdown. Then the next feeding we try bottle again, couldn't do it. So finally we had my wife's mom come and help us. And she didn't really do anything different. It was just, a different person for him to feed with. And for us that helped. So if you're having trouble, don't be afraid to ask for help. Now, another tricky thing is we found that Axel preferred, and to this day still prefers, the NAM bottle. Now, you don't have to worry about the name, but the fact is he just wanted this one bottle out of all the bottles. We had, 4 different bottles, brands from the shower. We'd get free bottles as gifts from stores, and he only preferred this one bottle. And once we figured that out, it made feedings easier, but you got to know, this is a process. Another thing, which is kind of interesting with Axel's case, he would know the difference between when my wife was feeding him the bottle and I was feeding him the bottle. Now with my wife, since he was still breastfeeding, he would not take the bottle from her because he just wanted to breastfeed. That's why when I fed him, my wife would have to leave the room and just kind of hide and be quiet while I fed him from the bottle. Bottle feeding is great because, it definitely gives you, the dad or the partner, the bond while feeding. And it gives mom a break, and it's especially helpful if mom can't be with baby 24/7 and you need to pass baby off to some, daycare, childcare, and have him bottle feeding. Another issue with Axel is he only preferred warm milk. Now, if your baby only prefers warm milk, I have another video for you coming up, and it'll tell you all the ways you can heat milk in the house or away from the house. So stay tuned for that. So hopefully you have an easygoing baby, will drink cold milk from any type of bottle, no problems. But as you probably know, babies aren't always that simple. So my advice to you is just give it time, give it patience, and then just keep trying. It'll happen for you. And once it does, it's probably great for mom. So, thank you, and that'll do it. Oh, good job.